What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite, and welcome back to Reimagining Manchester United. Today we have both legs of the Champions League semifinal against Barcelona. Tough competition, but we've played them before. We played them once in the friendly, and we beat them, and that was a couple of years ago. So I think we're a lot better since then. They might be too, but I think we can win this tie and get to the Champions League final. They are without Frankie de Jong, which is a big miss for them. He's one of their best players. But we're without Paul Pogba. He's going to be out for both legs of the Champions League semifinal. Camavinga is good enough to be on the bench for this, so we'll still have him a little bit. In terms of the game since we last saw you, with Chelsea Man City. We played Aston Villa in the FA Cup semifinal, and we were not very good. Aston Villa were in a good run of form, though. They'd won four in a row and drawn like their fifth game, so they were in really good form. But still, we have to be doing better against a team the caliber of Aston Villa. We just weren't good. Our only goal was from a corner. Nicolas Schula scoring scoring his usual corner goal. So we were not good enough going forward. Mason Greenwood was not good. Holland got a decent rating, even though he didn't really do anything. I don't know why he got such a good rating, but yeah, we just weren't good at all. We didn't create many chances. We didn't create barely any more than Aston Villa did. So it wasn't like one of those games where we created a bunch and just couldn't put them away. We just didn't do anything. We were bad. Then we stepped it up against Bristol City, played them like we should have the first leg, or first tie, beat them 3-0, completely dominated the game. Yusuf Mukoko got a goal. Anthony Martial actually came in and got a goal, so that was good to see. It was good to see Martial coming into the game and actually getting a goal. It was a penalty, but still, a goal for Anthony Martial, however he gets it, is good because he's not scored in a long while. I was hoping it would give him some confidence, and then going against Tottenham, we brought him in, and he got 2 goals. We started Anthony Martial for this game. Tottenham were in a terrible run of form. I'll show you their form in a little bit, but Tottenham were in awful form. I gave Martial a chance, and he scored a brace. So, really good to see from Martial. Rashford scored a goal. I only played Rashford for the first 45 minutes, and I gave Mason the second 45. And Mason was really bad in the second 45 minutes, and then he got the assist for the Martial goal in the 71st minute, so that kind of bumped his rating up. But other than that, he was terrible. Rashford looked really good. He got basically a non-assist for the Martial goal in the 9th minute. He had the shot that hit the keeper and hit a defender and fell right to Anthony Martial. So I'm going to kind of give him a little bit of credit for that too. So Rashford was really good in the first 45. But Tottenham, like I said, were in awful form. They lost 5 in a row. Let's look at this form. This is ridiculous. Look at this form. That is awful. That's awful for a bad team. Now for a team the size of Tottenham, that is the worst thing I've ever seen. Obviously, they had a very tough February. Man City, Liverpool, Everton, who are flying high in the league. Aston Villa, who are doing really well in the league. Then Everton again in the FA Cup. But then they went Bristol City, who are awful, beat them. Wolves, who are awful, drew with them. West Ham, who are average, beat them. Norwich, who are awful, beat them. Bournemouth, who are awful, beat them. Brighton, who aren't very good, beat them. Then obviously Chelsea and Man United are tough games, but they have been in just such horrible form. I've never seen a form like that from a team the size of Tottenham. That's unbelievable, but we don't have to worry about Tottenham. We have to worry about Barcelona. This is the squad I'm going with to try to beat them. We're giving Tuanzebe the shot. He's been in the best form of all our center backs. McTominay's on the bench. Dodo gets the spot at right back. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka just kind of fell off form a little bit in his last 3 games. He hasn't been very good. So Dodo's come in and he played really well last game. So he gets the start. Kimmich is actually playing really well. So that's really good to see. So he gets the start. He wants the game time and he's playing well. So I'm going to keep giving it to him. Also, Camavinga's injured. So I don't really have many other options. So Kimmich is going to start. Teo Hernandez on the left. He's just my go-to there. Van de Beek comes in for Paul Pogba. Even though Van de Beek is probably the starter over Pogba, he's had a much better season than Pogba has. He's had a season unequivalent with Bruno Fernandes. So he's been amazing this year. So he's going to be the number 1 starter going forward unless he finds a really bad run of form. And from that game, we decided to give Marcus Rashford the start alongside Erling Haaland. Haaland has actually been in the worst form of all of my strikers. But I just can't sit him. He's just so good. He scored 29 goals this season. I can't sit Erling Haaland. I have talked to him about his terrible form and told him, he hasn't scored many, but I have faith that he can get back to scoring ways. He hasn't scored in like the last 5 or 6 games he's played. So that's not good at all. Martial's ready to come in off the bench, though, if we need him. Obviously, we don't have as much depth in the center of midfield without Paul Pogba, but we've got, Tellez, who's a good player. Wan-Bissaka's a good player. McTominay's in pretty good form, so if we need help anywhere but midfield, really, we've got a really good option there. But Fernandes and Van de Beek have been really consistent, so I don't think we'll need to replace them, knock on wood. But let's get into this match against Barcelona. I think the first leg is the home leg, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is the home leg. So, start at home. I prefer to start away than to play at home second, but I don't know. There's not a huge difference. I'm going to say media have given you a lot of credit lately, so go out there and put on a worthy performance. Tell them I have faith. That has really motivated him. Everyone is looking inspired and motivated, or just motivated, but Erling Haaland is inspired and motivated. That's something I need to see, because I need a performance from him. How important will David De Gea be for Man United today? Of course, he's very important. He's an outstanding player. As the leading scorers in the Champions League, are you looking forward to another positive match in front of goal? I want my team to play on the front foot. The boys have done that really well so far. I think they can continue in this way. We have one loss in our last 5, obviously. Not the best form for how we've been for most of the season. We don't have many losses. 2, I think. 3 if you're counting the Community Shield. They are playing Messi at attacking midfield, so they're playing Messi where he probably should be playing at this point in his career. He does not have the legs to really play on the wings, so Griezmann on the wings, Fatty up top, Son on the left, Messi behind the striker. That is a really freaking good team. Rabiot and Pjanic in midfield. Pjanic might be falling off a little bit because he's getting up there in age, so he might not be at his top form. They'd probably prefer Frankie de Jong over him, but they have to go with him today. They got Araujo in center back. We looked at him last time. He looks really good. So that's definitely not going to be easy. Haaland has a chance, though. He's one-on-one with the defender. If he can get by him, he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he has gotten by him one-on-one with the keeper, and Erling Haaland finds the back of the net. I knew not to drop him. He just can score at any moment. He's got the ability to be the best striker in the world, and he showed it right there. He's one-on-one with the defender, uses his amazing physicals to just burst past him. Just one big touch, and he rounds the defender. And he's one-on-one with the keeper, beats him at his near post. And Erling Haaland puts us 1-0 up in the Champions League semifinal. Now we just need to not concede any away goals. And this would be a great game. I'd be fine with a 1-0 if we just don't concede any away goals. But we're not going to be just a 1-0. We are going to be at least 2-0 as Nicolas Schüle finds a header from a corner. He's not been as prolific this season as in years past, but he's still been pretty good. He comes up with goals when we need him to, and this is a big moment for him. This is a time when we really need him to. He's really good in big matches. He thrives on playing big matches, I think, or relishes big matches, one of the two. So he loves the big match, and he showed it with that header. He almost gets another one, but it goes just over, and we have been dominating Barcelona so far. 9 shots, 5 on target. They don't have a shot yet. As Bruno puts in a deep free kick, but Ter Stegen is equal to it. He boots it long, looking for Messi. Messi's actually kind of gotten in behind the defense, but Theo Hernandez makes a great tackle. That is a hard person to tackle, but Theo Hernandez does his job. He's got pretty good defensive attributes, so that's kind of why I really like him there. Is he's got better defensive attributes than anyone but Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw doesn't have the attacking attributes that Theo Hernandez has. He's a complete fullback. As he puts the ball in for Marcus Rashford, showing he's a complete fullback, wins the tackle, then goes down the pitch and puts in a cross, and he finds Marcus Rashford, and Marcus Rashford finds the back of the net. We are 3-0 up in the first 32 minutes of the Champions League semifinal against Barcelona. What a game from us so far. If we can just, I said it at 1-0, but definitely now at 3-0, if we can just not concede a goal, we are going to be in a fantastic position going into the second leg. We just need 1 goal, and they need 5. So, yeah, if we can stay like this and get 1 goal away from home at Barcelona, at the new camp, we can be in the driver's seat for an easy walk into the Champions League final. I'm gonna I can't pump my fist and say I'm delighted. You should be able to pump your fist and say you're delighted. Those things kind of go hand in hand. I'm going to outstretch my arms and say I'm delighted with your performance. Keep it up. Usually when they score like this in the first half, they kind of coast in the second half and just, find their way to end the game. But I'd be happy with that. As long as we stay strong defensively and don't, switch off defensively, I think we can coast home as all we want. As Rashford looks to extend the lead. Nice ball in from Dodo. Rashford gets his shot saved by the goalkeeper. A good save, but maybe should have found the back of the net there. But I'll let him off because he's already scored a goal. He's already looked like he's been in pretty good form so far recently. So as he gets another chance, and he gets saved again, a good save by Ter Stegen. I can't really say anything bad about Rashford there. That was just a fantastic save by Ter Stegen down at his far post, and he's able to get a hand to it. Fantastic save. And I thought the ball was going to fall to one of my players there, but it is a handball on us, so that is the end of that. We're almost to the 48th minute. We have been fantastic so far. If we can just keep this up into the next leg, if we can keep this up for the rest of the season, I'll say that. If we can keep this up for the rest of this season, keeping this kind of form, we're winning everything. We have the ability to win everything with this squad. We have the strongest squad, I think, in the world. As Bruno freaking Fernandes, an absolute rocket from the volley, and finds the back of the net, hits the post, and then hits the back of the net. I want to see this again. That was an amazing strike. Van de Beek gets it cleared off a defender. I don't know what Griezmann's doing there. He just crosses the ball to Bruno Fernandes, and Fernandes smashes it into the back of the net. We are 4-0 up. I don't think, even if they get an away goal, I don't think they're turning around this deficit. Griezmann's had a shocking game, 6.0. Obviously, he just gave us a goal. But, yeah, I am ecstatic to see this. I don't like to show the first legs because the second legs are the all-important one, and usually there's other important games in the league. But I'm glad I showed both legs of this one because I don't think the second leg is going to be very important. I think we'll about have it won after this leg, so I'll still show the second leg just because I don't have any other really great games to show. We don't have any strong, really good competition coming up really soon, so we've got a little bit of an easy run into hopefully a Premier League title. Should be. We're, I think, still 14. I think we're 14 points clear because I think Liverpool drew with Chelsea. So I think we're currently 14 points clear at the top. I need to make some subs as Theo Hernandez gets injured. That is awful. He had been playing very well on a 7.4. He's going to have to come off. I'm also going to sub Bruno off. We don't need any more goals. Give Hannibal the shot. And Donnie's on a yellow and he's tired. Kimmich is tired. Kimmich hasn't played particularly well, but 6.7 is fine from the deep lying playmaker. I don't want to bring Camavinga in, though, because he's still got his injury. I don't want to risk him getting hurt and making it worse. So I'm going to bring in Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Those are the 3 changes. I think I only have 3 subs. I'm pretty sure it's back to only 3 subs. So we'll see this game out. A 4-0 victory. Absolutely perfect first leg. Everything went exactly like I hoped it would. As Bruno Fernandes gets an 8.6. He is just so freaking good. He's a cheat code. Haaland with another great game too, though. I'm very happy to see that from Haaland. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. I'm ecstatic from that. Now we have the second leg. We've got, I think, 1 game in between against Brighton. So they're 9th, though, so that's not an easy game. Brighton are probably the hardest competition we have coming up until the Liverpool match. Leeds are 12th. Crystal Palace are 19th. Bournemouth are 11th. So, I mean, a couple decent. 12th and 11th, they're not doing too bad, but Brighton and 9th, that's not going to be easy, especially because we're going to have to rotate it a little bit. I might still play a really strong squad, though, because I don't think we need the strongest squad for the second leg against Barcelona. I think kind of a rotated squad will be fine. As Theo Hernandez is out 3 to 4 weeks. That is very unfortunate. Hopefully he's back for a Champions League final. Considering we get there, we should be getting there, but But I'll see you for the next leg against Manchester United. We are Manchester United. Second leg against Barcelona should be a easy victory. I don't think we should have any problems, but you never know. Barcelona are a good team. They could turn around a 4-0 deficit. They've shown it in the real life that they can turn around a 4-0 deficit. They can also throw away a 4-0 deficit. So, yeah, that's, you never know what you're going to get with Barcelona. But I'll see you for that game. I just got to play Brighton in between, and then I'll see you for Barcelona. And we are back for the second leg of the Champions League semifinal against Barcelona. We played Brighton in between. We beat them 2-1. It wasn't really as close as the scoreline would suggest. They got a goal late in the game that they didn't really deserve. They had 0.3 XG, yet they get a goal. We had like 2.5 XG, yet we only get 2. Probably deserved more goals. Haaland played really well. The rest of the team was not really that good. Skriniar had an awful game. Camavinga was not good at all. But we were good up top. Rashford was decent. Haaland was good. So, yeah, not the best game, but not the worst. I think it puts us within one win to not technically win the league. If you look at the league table, we are 11 points clear with, I guess, no, it'll take 2 games. We are 11 points clear with the game in hand. So there'd be 15 points left if we win our next game against Leeds. So we need to win Leeds and Crystal Palace. If we win Leeds and Crystal Palace, we win the league. So 2 games away from winning the title. I don't think I'm going to show either of those games because really it should be a formality. 11 games, 11-point lead with the game in hand. Surely we can't throw that away. Against Leeds, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth. Maybe I'll show the Liverpool match if it takes the Liverpool match to win it. But hopefully we can have it won by Crystal Palace or Bournemouth. Surely we should have it won by Crystal Palace or Bournemouth. So I'll probably be showing I guess we'll be showing the FA Cup final and the Champions League final probably in the next episode. Hopefully. As long as we get there. We should be getting there, but I'm going to rotate a little bit for this game against Barcelona because we have 3 games in 5 days. So if we're going to win the league, we're going to have to do a little bit of rotation. So McTominay comes in for Sula. Sula seems to be the only center back that ever gets tired in this team. So he's the one I'm going to rest. Wan-Bissaka is going to come in for Dodo. Just because I trust Wan-Bissaka. I want to be a little bit more defensive with my wing backs. So I'm going with Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw. They're the more defensive options. So I figured if we're going to hold on to a lead, that's who I should be playing. Kimmich gets the start just because I want to keep his good form going. I want to keep giving him game time. He's finally happy with his game time. He no longer requires me to play him, but I want to play him. I want to give him good game time, see if he can keep putting in good performances. Hannibal starts over Bruno Fernandes. I don't want Bruno to get injured. Like it's the same thing for Bruno as it is for Erling Haaland. I really don't want them to get injured. They're our 2 most important players, so I'm not going to risk playing them. Bruno is on the bench, can come in if we absolutely need him. I'm completely resting Erling Haaland. Greenwood comes on the bench. Martial comes in for him. So a little bit of a rotated squad, but still some match winners in there. Van de Beek, Rashford's in good form. I mean, Wan-Bissaka is still a good player. Kimmich is in good form. Tuanzebe is in great form. De Gea is just unbeatable. So we've still got enough players out there to win this game. But as long as we don't lose 4-5-0, I think we're going to be fine. I anticipate we're going to get a goal, and that's going to mean they need, 6? I don't think they're going to score 6 on our defense. That is like the best in the world. So I'm still going to say we cannot allow complacency to undo all the good work done in the first leg. Go out there and treat this as if you're starting from scratch. That always works. Manchester United under-18s have won the FA Youth Cup, and there's certainly a vast amount of talent in your youth setup. How pleased were you to see it, and do you have any plans to promote some of the players to your first-team squad? They're a talented bunch. They do have a way to go yet, but their future is very bright. How much credit do the staff involved in the development of these youngsters deserve for this success? I'm very lucky to have a team full of exceptionally gifted and talented coaches here, and the entire youth setup is as good as I've ever seen. Is there perhaps one player who stands out for the Man United Under-18 Youth Cup win as someone who you have your eye on for the future? Colin Curry, for sure. He's one of our best regens. Scott McTominay takes the captain armband today. What do you see in him as a leader? He's a natural choice under the circumstances and fully merits the decision. A lot of pre-match press conferences, questions. So Barcelona not in great form. They drew their last match after we beat them. So they're not playing very well. We're 5 wins out of 5. I'm not super optimistic about a win with the kind of weakened squad we have out there. They've obviously they've changed formations actually. They've gone to a 4-3-3. They brought in Sergio Roberto in midfield, Cancelo at right back. Messi goes back to the wing. I don't think I would trust him there with his poor physicals, but obviously Barcelona thinks he could be all right. I mean, he can't be much worse than they were last match, so they don't have much to lose. I mean, I don't understand going a little bit more defensive when you need 5 goals, but whatever. 4 goals at least to send to extra time, but now they need... I was going to say now they need 6. That would have been perfect. he just would have scored there, that would have been. I was set up perfectly for that punchline, but no. Rashford does not find the back of the net, so they do not need 6. But we've been in control with a little bit weakened squad. We've had the possession lead, even though only slightly. They've had the shots now. We were leading in shots, but we've neutralized their attack pretty much. They've not been able to do much. That's all we needed to do. I'm going to say I'm very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up. All we need to do is not concede, and we're fine. So I'm not too worried about scoring this game. I'd like to see it just so our strikers are in good form, but I'm not super concerned. Van de Beek needs a rest, though. He is exhausted. I'm going to bring in Andreas Pereira. I don't think we need to bring in Bruno. If they had scored a couple goals, then maybe I would have brought in Bruno. I would have been a little bit worried, but as long as we get this clear, I don't think they're going to be scoring 4 goals. Not against our defense. As Martial goes through on goal, he's 1-on-1 with the defender now. He can't quite beat him. He gets tackled. He cannot draw the penalty. I was fully expecting a penalty to be drawn there. That's just, it would look like it was set up for that. Ansu Fati going on the attack now. Tuanzebe with a good tackle, though. Wan-Bissaka gets it into Hannibal Mejbri, to Kimmich, to McTominay. Just playing this around, just wasting time pretty much. I don't have waste time on, but that's basically what we're doing with our passing play. We're not really, we're passing it back. I think they know that they just need to see this game out. Into Kimmich. Just some nice passing play, really. If this ends up in a goal, like, this would be a beautiful passing play. And Martial with the cheekiest of chips. A volley chip over the goalkeeper. Kimmich with a beautiful pass. And a very good finish by Anthony Martial. What a way to get our first goal. And what a way to make them need 6 goals. I think it's tie over. I'm pretty sure it was tie over going into this game, but now I think it's officially tie over. We are in the Champions League final. As my game keeps freezing, I cannot for the life of me figure out how to fix this. I've tried like 20 different things, and nothing will fix it. I don't know what's wrong with my game, but something is completely broken. Something between my game and my computer is completely broken, so the game keeps freezing. Like I said, I've tried 20 different options to fix it. None of them have worked. I'm at my wit's end about how to fix this. It's so frustrating because it's so annoying, too. Like, I don't want it to happen, obviously. It looks like they're taking off Messi and brought on Francisco Trincao. That's interesting when you need 6 goals, but it almost worked as they almost got a goal there. Sergio Roberto down the right-hand side now. Back to Andreas Christensen, looking like he's playing in a midfield role, which he can easily do, but he's more of a center back, I think. We're looking like we're trying to go on another attack. We're just trying to embarrass them here today. A mostly rotated squad. And we are looking to absolutely embarrass them as the game freezes again. I hate this. I hate this so much. I don't know if it's something with Sports Interactive that have their game is broken, or if it's just my computer's broken, even though it's a brand new machine that should be perfectly fine. Can easily run this game. I don't understand. Messi is actually still on. They just brought Trincao onto the right-hand side. But I think they put Messi in an attacking midfielder again. So they're still going for it. Christensen with a good strike, but who knows if it goes in. And it does. A nice finish by Andreas Christensen. I questioned his ability to play in the midfield, but he proved me wrong there as he completely rocketed that in from the edge of the area. I think it was Sergio Roberto with the ball in. Nice ball in, and on the half volley, he just crushes it. And of course, it's going to freeze right there because this game is so good. Why? Why are you like this? I can't even see the freaking goal because my game is so broken. Whatever. We're still going to be able to see this game out. They're not going to score 5 more, so I'm not worried. I'm only looking to give my players some rest. Kimmich had a good game. It's good to see. I'm going to rest him for the next game. Brown Camavinga. I don't think there's anyone else I really need. I guess Skriniar could use a rest. I wish I would have put someone else on the bench other than Sula. I'm going to give Skriniar a little bit longer. Give him to the 80th minute. Then I'll look to bring on Sula. As they score another, they've had a good 10 minutes. But, again, I think it's far too little, too late. From a set piece, Messi is a very good set piece taker. But I think we've kind of taken our foot off the gas a little bit. We've kind of really started coasting on defense, which is something we don't usually do. We very frequently coast on offense if we get up to a big lead, but we're usually strong defensively for the entire game. We don't usually fall asleep like we have, as they almost look for another one. Christensen on the edge of the area, but it gets intercepted, but he gets back to him. Back to Sergio Roberto. And Sergio Roberto gets tackled by Luke Shaw, but he gets it back. We cannot win this ball. We keep winning it, but it keeps going right back to their... It's like FIFA out here. Keep winning the tackle, but it keeps falling right back to their player. Son's on the ball, looks for Ansu Fati, and he's through, and he hits the post. Some terrible defending. I don't know what happened to our center backs, but they have looked absolutely awful the past 10 minutes. And Hannibal has had an awful game. I don't need to sub him off because there's no reason to. I'm going to move Twanzebe into the center. Move McTominay to that side and move Sula back in. Give Skriniar a little bit of a rest so he's fit for next game. It's in 2 days because scheduling is awesome. I understand, like, having a Champions League match, like, you're not expected this late in the season, so you have a couple, Champions League and one Premier League game close to each other, but why are 2 Premier League games within 4 days of each other? 3 days of each other. There's 1 day break between their 2 Premier League games. Like, who schedules that? Whatever, we win. Well, we lose, but we win. I'm say congratulations, lad. You've dreamed of playing in a final. Now you're going to be doing it. I'm delighted for you all. Not the best performance on the day, but I put out a pretty rotated squad, so I wasn't really going for this game. I just was making sure we don't lose 6-0, 5-0. Not many people would have predicted the Champions League final place for Man United, so how good does that moment feel? I'm pretty sure we were the favorites to win the Champions League at the beginning of the season. The media literally made us the favorites to win the Champions League, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm chuffed. We might not have been everyone's favorites, but we had the quiet belief among ourselves that we could challenge, and look at us now. What impact will Francisco Trincão's goal have in your team? They don't care. It meant nothing. Well, hopefully the players will react positively. I don't know. It was a goal that meant absolutely nothing. I don't think they're going to lose sleep over it. We qualify for the FIFA Club World Cup. We are in the Champions League final against either Inter Milan or Liverpool. And Inter had the first leg lead over Liverpool. So I'm going to send my assistant for this because I want to see who wins that game. Hopefully it should be played on the next day. So let's see who wins that game. See who our competition is going to be in the Champions League final. I'm hoping for Inter Milan. I don't want to play Liverpool. Surely they should be playing on the 3rd here. I wouldn't think they'd be playing that far after this game. Could be crucial to have, whatever. Big match. Exactly sort of reaction. Let me see the result of Liverpool at Inter. Here we go. Inter up 2-0 after the first leg, but Liverpool are now at home. They can easily overturn that deficit. And they don't. A 3-1 victory on the day. But it's not enough as Inter win on away goals. A goal in the 46th minute by Eddie Salcedo gives Inter the crucial away goal. And 2 goals in the 76th and 77th minute aren't enough as Liverpool can't quite find that 4th goal to get them through to a Champions League final. And we will be playing Inter Milan in the Champions League final. How are they doing in the league? They're 3rd. They are quite a bit ways behind Juventus. Not very far behind Milan, but quite a ways away from Juventus. I think they've won their cup. They're already qualified for the Europa League. I'm pretty sure that means they've already won their cup, but very far off Juventus in the league. Lukaku with 15 goals, though. They have Andre Silva, and he has 14 goals. So they've got a lot of goal-scoring potential in the team. They must not have the best defense. Can we look at the team detailed for Serie A? We can. What's their defense look like? Conceded. That's pretty good. Only conceded 21. How about scoring? Only 47. So they've not actually scored a lot of goals. Other than their 2 goal scorers, their 2 top strikers, the rest of the team must not be scoring many goals. All their goals are coming from their strikers. If we can neutralize them, we can easily win that game. But we should be winning the Premier League here by Crystal Palace. I think we'll be coming back for Everton in the FA Cup final and Inter in the Champions League final. If we win both of them, the series will be over. If we lose one, we're going for another season. I don't know how long it's going to take. We might eventually have to settle for just a domestic treble. Maybe not. You have to get the Champions League final. I don't know. I don't want this to last too awful long, but I want to see if I can win everything. We've got a chance this season. Hopefully we can do it. Everton and Inter aren't the hardest competition we could have had for these two finals. Are Everton still in really good form? Yeah. Look at their form. Look at that. No losses in their last, 5, 10, 15, 21 games? I think I did the math right there. No losses in their last 21 games. That is ridiculous. And only 4 draws. Once against Bournemouth, once against us, once against Leicester, and once against Fulham. So against some not very good teams, but they beat Man City, beat Arsenal, beat Tottenham, even though that's not that impressive. Beat Tottenham twice. Beat Man City twice. Beat Man City 5-0. Beat Chelsea. Wolves aren't doing very well, but they've beat some good teams on that way. They've got a tough run in. Liverpool, Aston Villa, Man United is a tough last 3 games. Aston Villa are in 8th. They're in good form. So they've got a tough run into the end of the season. Hopefully they lose one of those games and kind of lose their form a little bit. Then we've got Inter Milan, who are 3rd in the Serie A. But that's the end of the episode. If you've made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. Links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.